Good afternoon. We're back with more Marvel Champions, and today we'll be playing Black Widow against Ultron on Expert difficulty. This will be a testing video as opposed to a one where I make progress on a higher difficulty that I've never played before or against a scenario that I've never played before. I've beaten Ultron on Expert with other champions. But here we want to see how Black Widow does, and you can't really figure that out without playing her. So Ultron is the hardest scenario available in this progression series so far. So we'll test out Black Widow against Ultron on Expert and see how she does. Theoretically, I think she's very strong. Not as strong as Captain America, but probably stronger than Iron Man, but we'll see. Maybe trying her out with the leadership aspect. So let's get the deck shuffled, and as this is a testing video, I will show wins, losses, whatever happens, mistakes, the good, bad, the ugly. I'll keep Winter Soldier, keep the Power of Leadership, throw away Dance of Death, and make the call. And I think Quinjet. Okay. So we got an Ultron drone. I think you're supposed to do the drone before drawing the hand, but in this deck it doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and, well, Hawkeye is so important. We'll use Power of Leadership Falcon to get Hawkeye out. Probably I'll get out Rapid Response next round. So I'm actually going to use Winter Soldier here to play Espionage and draw a card. We'll flip and use Black Widow to deal 2 damage, use Hawkeye to kill the drone, and then draw 3. So for the villain 1 threat, we got a drone incoming when Ultron attacks, but that will be killed by Hawkeye. And then we'll use Black Widow to defend, I think. And the Ultron attack will deal 3. So 1 damage. Then we got an encounter card. Discard an upgrade or support you control. So long, Espionage. Okay, so for the hero turn, we want to go... Synth Suit is very important. So I think I'm going to get out Synth Suit here using the Rapid Response that I had planned on keeping, but it's such an important card. It's not very good to hang on to cards, though I am doing that with Mockingbird. We'll use Hawkeye to deal with the threat there and then draw 4. There's another Rapid Response. So 1 threat. 1 drone when Ultron attacks. Black Widow will defend. Attack deals no damage. Then we got an encounter card, which is another drone, which Hawkeye will snipe. So this round we can go Rapid Response. No, let's do this. Black Widow's Gauntlet, and then use that and make the call for Rapid Response. That's much better. Then just draw 4. So 1 threat, drone gets sniped, and this time the attack will go on Hawkeye. So rip Hawkeye, and then we'll trigger Rapid Response. Put Hawkeye back into play. Deal 1 damage to him. And Black Widow's response triggers because that was a preparation card, so we get 1 damage to Ultron. And then an encounter card, which is another drone, which Hawkeye will snipe. So we've got Synth Suit for Acrobatics, Vision and Widow's Bite for another Rapid Response. Mockingbird's just sitting in the hand here. That's so bad I probably should have used it or discarded it by now. Black Widow to thwart, and Hawkeye. I'm actually going to leave Hawkeye. There's a risk of him getting, shockwaved or something if I put him at 2 wounds. So we'll just draw 4. So we're not dealing a lot of damage to Ultron right now, but we're getting set up and the HP is still strong. So 1 drone, Hawkeye snipes. 1 attack, Black Widow defends. And we'll use attack acrobatics here to cancel the boost icons. Deal 2 damage. The attack will end up being for 2, and when she triggers the preparation ability, she can also ready. And deal 1 damage for her ability. So now we got an encounter card, which is a surge, so that will, oh no, I lost my, espionage earlier, so that's just going to be 2 additional cards. That's going to bring a drone into play that Hawkeye will snipe. And then that brings a side scheme into play. Drone factory. So 1 drone, which Hawkeye will snipe. And so no additional threat. I think. Does Hawkeye's response go off first and then? We'll play it that you do have to place an additional threat even though the drone gets sniped. Okay, well, we'll go Genius, Maria Hill. Use Black Widow's gauntlets to get out target acquired. I think I'm actually going to use Mockingbird here to play espionage. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to deal with the drone factory. And then draw 5. Stun isn't that important with Mockingbird since I've got a constant stream of allies, so I shouldn't have let her sit in the hand for so long. But, oh well. So anyway, 1 threat. Incoming drone when Ultron attacks. The attack will go on Hawkeye. Off he goes. Rapid response will bring him right back with 1 wound. And Black Widow's 1 damage will go on the drone. And we got an encounter card, which is Ultron's Imperative. So 2 drones, both of which Hawkeye will snipe. And we're on to the player phase. Let's see. I think we're going to use strength in numbers here. Exhaust these allies. Do I want to play Squirrel Girl first? I think so. Let's use energy to get Squirrel Girl out. Deal 1 damage. Then we'll strengthen numbers for 3. We'll use Black Widow to get rid of Ultron's Imperative. I think I probably should have strengthened numbers for only 2 and used Squirrel Girl to thwart for 1, but I already did it and saw the results. So let's use Black Widow's gauntlets and Quinjet to get out Grappling Hook. Let's use Covert Ops to get out Widow's Bite. And we'll draw 4. So 1 threat completes that. Hawkeye will snipe the drone. That decks me, so an additional encounter card. And then Ultron brings in another drone, which Hawkeye will snipe. And the attack will go on... I have strength in numbers, so I'm actually going to put it on Black Widow here, and she'll exhaust to defend. So the attack is for 3. Gonna trigger target acquired here. cancel that boost card, even though it doesn't really impact anything. It's not going to damage me in any case because Synth Suit gives +1 defense, but I'm going to do it so that I can ready her. So off goes target acquired and 1 damage. Then we got 2 encounter cards coming in. Got burn notice, so we can flip over and then exhaust to remove that from the game. Then we got Ultron drones. So onto the hero turn. I want to get rid of Ultron drones. Let's use strength in numbers, teamwork, and make the call to do that. I'm loath to use make the call, but I don't really want to leave the drone environment or upgraded drones there. Then we'll go ahead and draw 3 again with these strength in numbers. We'll use the Black Widow's gauntlets to play target acquired and draw a card with Natasha Romanoff. We'll use energy to play rapid response. We'll use strength in numbers to play safe house. We'll use safe house to grab a prep card if there are any. There's attack acrobatics. We'll flip over, draw 4. So we got like a full setup now. Feels like Black Widow really controls the game well. She plays a little slower, I'd say, than Captain America, but she establishes really strong control over the villain, especially paired with leadership. So 1 drone comes in, and then Ultron attacks, bringing another drone in. Gonna have Hawkeye defend so that I can bring him back with rapid response. So Hawkeye defends. Ooh, that's a big boost card. I'm not gonna cancel it with target acquired though, because it wouldn't do any extra damage, and yeah, so it's, if I had attack acrobatics I might do that 3 damage to the boss, but anyway, Hawkeye dies and comes back with rapid response. And then we got 2 damage incoming from these drones. And what else do I want to do? Oh, the villain. It's the villain's turn, so the villain's still got an encounter card. That encounter card is Advanced Ultron Drone, which Hawkeye will deal 2 damage to. And I think actually I'll also trigger Widow's Bite. Deal 2 damage to the minion and stun it. That'll kill it, which brings in another drone, which Hawkeye can snipe. And that will also deal 1 damage with Black Widow's ability, which will kill another drone. So, here we'll go ahead and use Black Widow's gauntlets to get out attack acrobatics. We'll use Widow's Bite and Covert Ops to get out rapid response. We'll use Squirrel Girl to deal 1 damage to the drone. We'll use Black Widow to deal 2 to Ultron. So we're just kind of whittling him down. It's a very control style deck, it seems. Got a lot of options available to deal with stuff. So 1 drone gets sniped. Ultron brings in a drone when he attacks, also gets sniped. We'll put Ultron's attack on, I think we'll just put it on Black Widow. No, it'll go on Hawkeye so that he can once again come back with rapid response. So the attack on Hawkeye, deal 1 damage to each character. That's going to kill Maria Hill and Squirrel Girl, but not Hawkeye. Also deal 1 to Black Widow. Actually, I can just target acquired that. Cancel that card's boost ability. So we'll do that. 1 damage. The attack still will kill Hawkeye, and he comes back with rapid response once again with 1 damage on him and 1 damage thanks to Black Widow's ability. And then we got an encounter card coming. Upgraded drones once again. Okay, so can I get rid of the upgraded drones? Yeah. Winter Soldier's a wild card and strength. To get rid of the upgraded drones. And no point in using Make the Call here. I have 3 allies on the table already. So I'm just going to use Black Widow to thwart for 2. I'll discard 1, Make the Call. Draw 4. Okay, so 1 drone sniped, 1 drone from the attack sniped. Black Widow will defend in this spot. So that's 1. Do I want to attack acrobatics that? I think so. Just to ready Black Widow, deal 1 damage. So we'll attack acrobatics, ready Black Widow, that deals 1, cancels the boost. And then 1 for Black Widow's ability as well. And then we got an encounter card coming. The villain and each minion engages you. Nope, we'll grappling hook that. Deal 1 damage. Okay, so on to the hero phase. Let's go with Dance of Death, play a 2nd Black Widow's Gauntlets. Teamwork, that's fine. Can use teamwork just for 1 extra attack. So we'll attack for 3. And then draw 3. So, 1 drone, sniped. 1 drone when Ultron attacks, sniped. And we'll put the attack this time on Hawkeye. So Hawkeye dies. We got an encounter card, which is a buff for the boss, gives him retaliate. It requires 2 lightning resources, which I don't have at the moment, so that's going to survive. Let's see, on my turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, I could get out Falcon or I could get out. I think we're going to go with Hawkeye again. Hawkeye controls Ultron really well. And we'll use him to thwart. We'll use Black Widow to deal damage and retaliate. She takes 1. And then we'll draw 4. So, 1 threat. Drone sniped. Drone from the attack sniped. It's going to be an additional encounter card. The attack this time will go on Black Widow. Well, actually, I think since I don't have any preparations I can trigger on this attack, I'll have the attack go on Squirrel Girl. Well, Maria Hill. Deal 1 damage to each character you control. Okay. So that actually makes the attack undefended. It's going to deal 2, 3 damage to Black Widow. And then we got 2 encounter cards. Advanced Ultron drone, which Hawkeye will deal 2 damage to. And repair sequence, which is 2 healing. Okay, well I'm gonna need to flip here. So that I can heal. We'll get out Wonder Man. And no. Let's go Power of Leadership, Wonder Man, Teamwork to play Mockingbird. Get a stun on. We'll flip. We'll use Safe House to go look for a prep card. There aren't any at the moment. Recover for 3. I'll just discard Dance of Death and we'll draw. We'll use Mockingbird to deal support for 1 and then we'll draw 6. So for the villain phase, 1 drone is sniped and then he's going to thwart for 2. And then the drone thwarts for 1. Then we got an encounter card. So that actually cycles through the deck. So we go 1 acceleration token. And the encounter card is going to be a blank surge since we're an alter ego. Another one. Drone factory. So 1 drone. And then plus 2 threat. That's a lot of threat to deal with. Okay, what do I want to do here? Let's go strengthen numbers. Draw 2. Let's use Black Widow's gauntlets for grappling hook. Draw 1 with Natasha. So I have 2 prep cards at the moment. Let's use strengthen numbers to play espionage. That's 3. Genius to play grappling hook. That's 4. So Winter Soldier is free now. Take out the advanced drone. We'll heal. And flip. We use Covert Ops to play Quinjet. So we got some tools again, but didn't do any thwarting. So 2 threat, brings in a drone, remove stun, attack each of these attacks for 1, and then an encounter card which is Concussive Blast. That's a treachery. I'm gonna grappling hook it. And then Black Widow will deal 1 damage to a drone. Okay, for the hero phase, gonna have to do something about this threat. Let's see. Well, Winter Soldier can thwart for 2. Black Widow can thwart for 2. Mockingbird for 1. Hawkeye for 1. It's a good start. Then we can go Dance of Death. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 damage. 1 retaliate. Then we'll draw 4. Just put a token on Quinjet. So, one threat, one drone, one attack, one drone. Do I have any attack tools? Not really, so we'll put the attack on Mockingbird. Would use attack acrobatics on that if I had out. And then attack from 2 drones. Then an encounter card. Discard an upgrade or a support. Okay, we'll get rid of an espionage. Okay, on to the hero phase. Still got a lot of threat to deal with there. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out Falcon and we'll take a look at the encounter deck. Treachery, treachery, treachery. So that's 3 threat Falcon removes. And then we can go drone, drone. Black Widow's gonna flip and recover. We'll go safe house. Grab Widow's Bite. Gauntlets, gauntlets. For attack acrobatics and Widow's Bite. Just gonna draw a card, thanks to Natasha. Okay. I think I should have put 2 threat on the main scheme last round because of the acceleration token. I'm not sure. Anyway, bring in a drone. Ultron brings in another drone. He's going to attack. Oh no, he's going to scheme. And that's going to advance the quest. So actually you only bring in 1 drone because he's not attacking, but the second drone will come in when the scheme advances. And then each of the drones is going to scheme as well. So we're on the clock now in terms of needing to deal damage quickly. For the hero phase, we use Falcon to advance Ultron. No, first we'll use Falcon to... First we're going to play Rapid Response. So we can't remove threat from the scheme. Get out Rapid Response. Get out Rapid Response. Draws a card with Natasha. So we'll use Falcon to kill a drone. We'll use Winter Soldier to kill a drone. No, not yet. We'll recover. We'll flip. Then we'll use Winter Soldier to kill a drone. And Rapid Response him back. Which will ready Black Widow. And deal 1 damage. Also 1 retaliate. Well, retaliate isn't a... I think it's just in response to taking damage, right? Not in response to an attack. Anyway, that'll put Ultron into phase 3. Bring 2 drones into play. 1 will be dealt with by Winter Soldier. They now have 2 HP. 1 by Black Widow. Actually, no, we'll bring that drone back because we got to deal with Ultron's imperatives, so we'll thwart there. And we'll go 2 for another Rapid Response. Actually, better use Widow's Bite when one of those drones enters. She'll deal a damage and take a damage. Ready Black Widow. Deal 2 more, take 1 more. Okay. It's going to be an additional encounter card. So 1 threat. Ultron's going to attack. Have him attack Falcon. Choose to either spend a lightning resource. So I want to use those lightning resources to get rid of the retaliate. So we'll take a drone. Falcon's going to die. We'll rapid response him back. With 1 damage. Black Widow will deal 1 damage. Just put that on Ultron. Then we got 2 encounter cards. 1, the villain schemes. Nope, gonna have to grappling hook that. I should have dealt that damage to the drone. And then 1 is upgraded drones. Okay, we'll use energy to get rid of the upgrade there. We'll use an attack for 2 to deal with this drone, which now has 3 HP. Use an attack for 2. An attack for 2. I really need the Dance of Death. We'll use the gauntlets to get out another grappling hook. We'll use Quinjet to get out Maria Hill. We'll use her damage. Get rid of those 2. Ready up, draw 4. So 1 threat, 1 attack, which will go on Winter Soldier. Do I need to attack acrobatics that? I mean, this is like the last turn, right? So yeah. Attack acrobatics, 1 damage, 1 damage. Winter Soldier dies, we'll rapid response him back. 1 damage. And then an encounter card. Hopefully it's a treachery. Nope. That's terrible. Okay, well. What can we do here? Black Widow. Winter Soldier. 4 damage. Brings in a drone. Drones have 3 HP. Maria Hill defeated. 1 damage. Falcon 2 damage. Defeated. Yep, not gonna have enough. Go 1, 2, 3. Mockingbird. Needed a little more time. Because he's only down to 14. Given more time, I was definitely going to win. But this is going to end up being a loss. So what's the assessment of Black Widow? Well, she's very good at controlling the boss. I'd say she's pretty tanky. There's a very low chance of actually dying playing this hero. Because you can control the boost icons, you can control the treacheries. And she's got 3 defense when she gets her synth suit. So she's actually pretty tanky, which is not really how I thought of the hero Black Widow. But that's the way she ends up being, but her damage is kind of low. And the reason, so she's definitely not as good as Captain America. And the reason for that is that she does have some of the tools of Captain America. She has the ability to ready. She has the CC and the, what is it, the Dance of Death, or no, not the Dance of Death, the Covert Ops. So these are the tools, some of the tools that Captain America has. The difference is Captain America gets more value out of his heroic strike than Black Widow gets out of Covert Ops. And Captain America has the readying ability that is more readily available than Black Widow does, because hers is conditional, with prep cards being triggered, and you can't do that every round, whereas you can use Captain America's every round. You can also heroic strike for 6 damage rather than 4 threat removal. It's actually not that common to have 4 threat on a quest that you need to remove. But in any case, we'd like that to be something like 6. So she's got some really nice tools. For solo play, Her damage is somewhat lacking, and the tools that she does have are more inconsistent than Captain America's, who's the currently the gold standard for heroes for solo play. But she is interesting. Now, is there another aspect that might be better with her, like aggression? Maybe. We could try that. Test it out. Okay, so we got aggression set up. The issue with aggression against Ultron is going to be the lack of Hawkeye to control those drones. We'll see how big of a deal that ends up being. So which of these do we want to keep? Black Widow's Gauntlets, Espionage, Target Acquired, and Hall of Heroes, I think. Hall of Heroes should be really good in this one. Okay, we got a drone. And we'll go ahead and get out Black Widow's Gauntlets. Get out Target Acquired and draw a card. Grappling Hook. Actually may end up playing Hall of Heroes here. Oh, I can hang on to Hall of Heroes. I'll use Black Widow's Gauntlets for one of the resources. And then we'll flip and take out the drone. Draw 4. So 1 threat, 1 drone, 1 Ultron attack that Black Widow will defend. Attack is for 1, 2, 3, so 1 damage, and then 1 damage from the drone as well. And 1 encounter card, which is upgraded drones. That's going to be an issue. I think I need to leave it for a moment. Let's go Power of Aggression, Tigra. Melee and Tac Team to play Hall of Heroes. We'll use Tigra to take out the drone. Add 1 counter. She heals for 1 damage after she defeats the minion. And then we'll draw 5. So 1 threat, 1 drone when Ultron attacks. Black Widow defends. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 2 damage. And 1 damage from the drone. And 1 encounter card. Another upgraded drones. Oof, this is going terribly. Let's see. Get out Valkyrie. Deal. Did I use a? I did use a lightning resource, so I can deal 3 damage, which is good because they have 3 HP. And then we'll get out a counter attack. And we'll use Valkyrie and Tigra to deal 4 damage. No, 2 damage and then 1 thwart. So 1 threat, 1 drone, 1 attack. Probably on Valkyrie. I don't know if... Well, I think we need Black Widow to try and tank this attack. Let's go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll target acquired that. Ready. Oh no, I don't have her synth suit out, so it's 3 damage. That's 1. And then 1 for the drone. So she does live. And then we got... Oh wait, it's actually 3 for the drone, so yeah. She wouldn't live. Let's try again though. 2 upgraded drones was really bad. Okay, this will be the last attempt. We're continuing with aggression. What do I want to keep here? Not that, not that. Definitely synth suit. Okay, let's use Tac Team to play target acquired, draw a card. Chase them down. Widow's Bite. Ugh, I hate to throw away either of these, but Hall of Heroes for synth suit. We'll flip. Damage, draw 4. 1 threat, 1 drone, One attack. Do I want to target acquired that? Sure. Target acquired. Ready her. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, no damage, and then 1 from the drone. And an encounter card. Concussive blast, so 1 damage. Okay, so let's go with counterattack. Genius to play Winter Soldier, costs 2 because of the 2 prep. Oh no, I only have 1 prep card, so I'll need to use Espionage as well to pay for Winter Soldier. Let's go take out the drone, deal 2 damage, and draw 5. 1 threat, 1 drone, 1 attack. Actually, do I want to just face tank it and counterattack here? Try that. So it's 1, 2, spend a lightning resource. I don't have any, so another drone. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll counterattack here. And Black Widow's ability will trigger for 1 damage. And we got a drone attack for 1. And an encounter card. Okay. Let's get out Black Widow's Gauntlet. Use that in Nick Fury to get out Grappling Hook. Take out the drone. And I think we're gonna thwart here and flip. Okay, so 1 threat, Ultron schemes. It's gonna push us into phase 2. And bring a drone in, and then we got an encounter card, which is Shadow of the Past. Well, I'm currently in alter ego form, so I can't use the hero interrupt. It's gonna bring in Taskmaster. Okay. Well, this is somewhat disappointing, this hand. Let's play Yarnborn. Espionage for counterattack and draw a card. I think I'm gonna have to flip over to Black Widow, use her and Winter Soldier to take out Taskmaster. Can use Yarnborn to deal damage to the drone. I guess I can use that response again, right? With strength to deal 2 damage. Does nothing for the thwarting that I need though. Well, draw 4. So here we go. 1 drone. Actually, it's going to be 2 because of the boost. 1 drone when Ultron attacks. That attack will need to go on Winter Soldier. And then 2 damage from the drones. That would just kill Black Widow. Okay, well. So what's the assessment of Black Widow? She's a little weaker than I thought, and the reason is because I did speculate in my card review that how good she actually is would depend on how reliably she can use her tools. And it turns out that her tools are not quite as reliable as I thought. They're definitely far less than Captain America's. So if we compare, like, Captain America gets +1 defense. She's like a discount Captain America. Captain America gets +1 defense. but he starts with it in his hand, his shield, and it costs only 1. And it comes with Retaliate. Captain America can ready, but it comes built into his card. You do have to discard a card every time, but you don't have to pay 3 for it. Now, Captain America can't Grappling Hook, and that is a good card. Captain America can't attack Acrobatics, so Black Widow does seem a little bit stronger in defending against boss attacks. But her CC is weaker because her Covert Ops ability is comes with less value than Heroic Strike, and also requires you to flip to Alter Ego to take advantage of, and you don't really want to flip to Alter Ego very often in solo because you rack up so much threat. It's hard to deal with it for most heroes. She did okay with leadership, but I kind of feel like Hawkeye was carrying. Hawkeye and Rapid Response was why we were doing pretty well in the early part of that video. Just Hawkeye died, Rapid Response back, and any deck could do that. That wasn't specific to Black Widow. She can maybe take a little bit better advantage of it, but I think Rapid Response is good in nearly any leadership deck, including Captain America. So overall, in my card review, I think I said that she was probably a little better than Iron Man. I'll amend that. I think she's a little worse than Iron Man. Probably roughly on par with Captain Marvel. At this point in time, we'll see if she gets better with new card releases. So, thank you for watching.